Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Targeted Experience. So I just got here, I was making something to eat, and Pam called me to remind me. She's like, "Oh, you gonna?" She says, "Oh, you gonna pick up Alyssa too?" And I'm saying to myself, "Why is she asking me that? Right? why? Why is she asking me that today? Why is she asking me that? She don't ask me that on a Friday. She don't ask me that on a Monday. She don't ask me that on a Tuesday or Wednesday. But she asked me that today." Now, how many times have I shown you guys where I go pick up my daughter after school that she has after school on Monday, not Monday, sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? All right. Last week, Pam was reminding me, hey, don't forget to pick up Alyssa. She has after school on Thursday. But what it is that they'll use her to try to engage in trying to make me paranoid, right? Just like how with the New York Predator Department, in which they one of them, did the Nazi salute, but try to play it off. He had his elbow, his hands, his elbow out of the car, and as he sees me, he puts his hands out of the car, and then raise his hands like this, like the Nazi, you know, right? So then you see the New York Predator Department, the Sambina, you use the black female, the black Sambina, uh, you know, um, sitting there, and then eventually she, as I crossed the street, whatever, then she drove off, right? Turned on her lights and drove off. You know, because again, they try to, because I've been speaking out about, the behavior of our women, right? And again, it's not out of hate, but they're trying to make it seem like it's out of hate, you know. Um, when you understand what's going on, like I said, they will try to, uh, that's well, they will create false narrative even before. But when you understand as an individual, as a black person, when you're in your correct mind, they don't like it. And how you get in your correct mind? Because black people are very religious, particularly black females. So moving away from Christianity, forget it. That then you become an enemy, and you become an agent of the devil, right? Meanwhile, they're working with racist men and women right around them. Okay, watching these racists violate the rights of the people that look like them, and some of them even participate in it because they want to belong. They feel like they have to belong, right? So what black people don't understand, particularly Negro people don't understand, is that white people are very good at deception. They're very good at manipulation. They will plan. They will execute their plans, right? While smiling in your face, while laying in the bed next to you. All right? Like I said, you guys go read the book called Wetical. And go read the other book I recommend all the time, The Golden Stool by E. Ewan Spit. All right, those two books, and also The Falsification of the African Conscious Mind and The Wretched Earth, also Black Skin, White Mask. When you read those books, it gives you not only an insight into these white supremacist mindset and the white supremacist system they've created, but it gives you a mindset into your own mind and how your mind was constructed, how the people around your mind were constructed. When you start to looking at the system, at the reality for what it is, not for what we hope it to be, because it's not. Not for what we wish it to be, because it is not. But accepting it for what it is, right? Accepting it for what it is, right? Stop pretending as if this system is going to treat you equal. It's not. It's not going to treat you equal. It will never treat you equal. Okay? And don't be misguided and fooled by their little sacrificial things that they do to make it seem like, oh, well, this system is fair and just, because it is not. Okay? It is not. And there's something we have to understand and realize. And it's not up to us to change it. Okay? by ourselves. It's not. It's not us. It's for the so-called good white people to change it. But there's not enough of them. There's not enough of good white people to change it, so it will never change. You need to understand that. That's what I talk about. All right. So when you hear me talk about, in particular with our women, because when you go look at the statistics, with black women. They're leading in the most negative ways in almost every category. And the liberals lie to them. Oh, black women are the most educated. No. And what do you think happens? What do you think happens around white men, in particular certain fields and whatever, certain positions? You think they're going to promote a black man? They'll promote a black woman because they know that they can manipulate her. They know that possibly they can even sleep with her. Right? They know how her mind is easily manipulated. Okay? Because she wants to belong. And they have her thinking that she's better than the men in her group. Right? Without her understanding that when you turn on the men in your group, right, who's going to protect you? Because it's not the woman that protects the nation. It's the men. It is the men. And this is fundamentally what they don't understand. Because like I said, when they start to show you who they really are, who's going to be there to protect you? They're not going to do it. The Asians are not going to do it. The Hispanics are not going to do it. The Arabs are not going to do it. Right? As Dr. John Henrik Clarke says, black people, we have no friends. People will pretend to be our friends, but we have no friends. And the reason why we have no friends is because it's through their action that shows us that we have no friends. But we don't look at their action. We just like the sweet words that they say to us. Right? We cherish what they say to us. We cherish the words that they say to us. While the action is totally contradictory to what it is that they say to us. Wake up, open your eyes. Right? Not to say you got to walk around here angry or have you in such a way, but you should be angry as a black person. Because white people are angry. Hispanic people are angry. Asian people are angry. And they use them to dismantle our civil rights. Right? You know what I'm saying? A group that benefited from black Americans fighting for civil rights for all, they have used them to take away our civil rights. Think about that. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.